You're looking at the new Canadian No Democracy League. The only thing standing between democracy and the Canadian voters right now is, well, these three gentlemen. Now, we keep hearing things like this from Justin Trudeau.
We're seeing a backsliding of democracy everywhere around the world. And it has a lot to do with all sorts of different things, anxieties around the pace at which the world is changing, and people are looking towards easy answers or strongman leaders that are sort of reassuring. And democracy is hard.
Yeah. Democracy is hard. You got to let the people decide who they're going to have in government. And while it looks like the polling is not going towards Justin Trudeau or his cohort, his ilk, the people that are propping him up at the moment. This is 338 Canada federal projections showing the Conservatives in a sizable lead above the Liberals across Canada. And even the new latest Abacus poll modeled out that the Liberals would be in fourth place if there were an election tomorrow. That's right. They would lose 128 seats because of how they've been, well, let's just say, governing the country and upholding democracy. Nonetheless, this is where we're at. The Conservatives look like they'll have a sizable lead. So it would be no question why they would put together a non-confidence vote in the parliament. And of course, that's exactly what they did yesterday. Now, they're planning to vote on that today. And, well, it doesn't look like they're going to win because there's been lots of support from, well, you guessed it, the guy who tore up the agreement, Jagmeet Singh, tore up the supply and confidence agreement, but still guaranteeing supply, as well as the Bloc Québécois, which are looking for trinkets for Quebec in exchange for votes for this Liberal government. Now, the debate gets zesty as MPs consider confidence motion in Prime Minister Trudeau. This is reported by CTV News.
Undeterred, Conservative leader Pier PAI kicked off today's debate on his motion of non-confidence with a campaign-style pledge to restore the Canadian promise.
That promise, after 9 years of the NDP Liberal Prime Minister, is broken.
From there, for hours, MPs used the open floor to air all sorts of political grievances, from the Liberals' handling of hot files like housing and the carbon tax, to concerns raised by the NDP about the future of programs such as dental and pharmacare if Poilievre's Conservatives win the election they're pushing for.
We're not going to let the leader of the Conservatives call the shots. We're going to vote today against Conservative cuts and against the Conservative motion.
What they're doing is not allowing Canadian voters to call the shots. This is what's happening. We've got three gentlemen who are calling the shots for the entire nation of Canada. Toronto Sun, I hate to confuse those two, chiming in on this, voting no. Singh stands firm on Conservatives' non-confidence motion. That's right, Singh is not having it when it comes to breaking that deal, tearing up that supply non-confidence agreement. Speaking to reporters ahead of question period, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh reaffirmed his position against Conservative efforts to topple the minority Liberals via a confidence motion tabled Tuesday in the House of Commons. The Conservatives' vision for Canada is one where they will cut and gut healthcare, Singh told reporters in the House foyer. You don't have to listen to Singh about this. Listen to what the Conservatives are saying. What is it they're going to cut? The carbon tax. Well, they don't want that one to come out. In fact, the CTV even helped them out with that. And we're going to cover that in another story moving forward, where they spliced and diced the words that Pier PAI said to make a new sentence out of an entire paragraph. Unbelievable what's coming out of Canada these days. But we're going over to the Globe and Mail. Bloc Québécois and NDP, the non-democratic party, rebuff Conservatives' attempt to bring down minority Liberal government. That's right. They're saying, nope, we're not voting for this at all. The confidence motion reflects Mr. Trudeau's tenuous hold on government. Polls consistently show the Conservatives well ahead. The Liberals lost a seat in a by-election in Quebec just last week and another in Toronto in June, which has sent the signals They sent signals all the way to Trudeau's cabinet, where he avoided even doing a retreat with them because of fears of being ousted as the party leader himself. Sitting prime minister. Unbelievable. Nobody wants anything to do with him except for the NDP and the Bloc Québécois, it looks like. And with the NDP out of the supply and confidence agreement that saw them prop up the Liberals in exchange for action on key NDP priorities, which they didn't really hold true to, the potential for government to fall before the next scheduled election in October 2025 is real. But the day the government will fall is not expected to be Wednesday, when Mr. Poilievre's motion will be put to a vote. So we're yet to see this, but it looks like they're not going to be voting in that direction, especially Jagmeet Singh and the Bloc Québécois, which is looking for not only trinkets from the Liberal government, but also in the hopes of taking asylum seekers that have been going to Quebec and shifting them off and pushing them off onto other provinces that are completely inadequate in the ability to house them. But hey, who cares, as long as they can get that government to stay in place against the will of the people, against democracy. That's correct. Bloc House Leader Alan Thérain, I don't know how to pronounce that, said Tuesday he anticipates there could be between 5 and 7 non-confidence votes before Christmas alone. And the fact that there's some time yet to vote down the government is the one reason his party is supporting it for now. So because we can hold Canada hostage for more stuff, because you know what? There's going to be more motions moving forward. Why not? Why would we give the voters what they want when we could totally get what we want for ourselves? That's right. Another reason he cited, the Conservatives' Mr. Thérain called Mr. Poilievre a compulsive slogan generator who explains nothing about what he is going to do. We're not sure. We're tempted to see them quickly arrive in government, Mr. Thérain said in French. Now is the time for parties to negotiate with the Liberals, Mr. Thérain said, and that's what the party is doing. Yeah, they're gonna support the Liberals by negotiating with them again. We keep hearing about this backsliding of democracy, how democracy is falling apart. It's not being honored. It's not working in Canada. This looks like the Liberals, the NDP, and the Bloc Québécois are saving democracy from the will of the voting public. Yeah, that's right. I don't see it any other way. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know how you see this working. It's just going to go to another vote of no confidence. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.